Rima Up with Gideon.
A story is told of a pastor. The guy was struggling in ministry for years, struggling, battles everywhere. He got fed up with God and prayed to God that God should allow him to run affairs. So you want to be God, so God made him God for one day. So the pastor became God for just one day. So assuming he has now resumed presidency of the heavens and the earth. His first decision is that God, you are too slow with answering prayers. The way we can fast and pray the same topic for 3 months. So he decided that he will answer yes to all the prayers in the courts of heaven. So he entered yes, answer all the prayers. God is too slow. Not knowing there was a member in the church who have been praying to have his wife and ask God will have it. The answer was yes. So sometimes you can feel that, Charlie, God, this thing you are doing, I can do better than you. I can do better than you. And it's a dangerous place to be. Or you begin to give God alternatives, like the story of Naaman was a leper. He wanted healing. He went to Elisha, give him a solution. Let's 2 Kings 5 from verse 10. When you begin to give God alternatives, I think God, you can do it this way. And Elisha sent a messenger to him, saying, go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and your flesh shall be restored to you, and you shall be clean. But Naaman became furious, like you are furious, and went away and said, indeed, I said to myself, he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God. So you have a certain method in your mind. God must route the thing and wave his hand over the place and heal the leprosy. And not the Abana and Pharpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel. Could I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in rage. So God is saying, do it this way. He said, no, God, it can be done this way. I know last minute goals are the sweetest, but God, I want it in first half. So you give God alternatives. But when you begin to give God alternatives like Naaman, you can miss your blessing, and he will just miss his blessing of healing. But in 2 Kings, King Hezekiah also gave God alternatives. The Bible said that he was struck with a disease. In those days, Hezekiah was sick and near death. And Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, went to him and said to him, thus saith the Lord, set your house in order, you shall die and not live. Then Hezekiah turned his face towards the wall and prayed to the Lord and said, remember now, Lord, I pray how I have walked before you in truth. And he began to give God his CV. It means that this death, God, I've analyzed that thing. It is not, some of the things God does, it feels like it's not just. And Hezekiah wept bitterly. Sometimes we've tried to blackmail God with tears. God, as for this, you must move. And the word of the Lord came to Isaiah. So long story short, God granted him his alternative. So okay, I'll give you 15 more years. Now let's see what he did with the 15 more years. Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letters and present to Hezekiah, for he heard that he had been sick and had recovered. And Hezekiah was pleased with them and showed them the house of his treasures, and the silver and gold, the spices and precious ointment, all his armory, all that was found among his treasures. There was nothing in his house or in all his dominion that Hezekiah did not show them. This was his 15 years old that God has dashed him. Then Isaiah the prophet went to King Hezekiah and said to him, what did this man say, and from where did they come to you? So Hezekiah said, they came to me from a far country, from Babylon. And he said, what have they seen in your house? So Hezekiah answered, they have seen all that is in my house. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not showed them. Then Isaiah said to Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord of hosts. Behold, the days are coming when all that is in your house and what your father has accumulated until this day shall be carried to Babylon. Nothing shall be left, say the Lord. So it means that the alternative he gave God led to more rain for the people of Israel. If he had just gone in peace, this part of the chapter is gone. Sometimes God has to make things go in peace because certain chapters are not good. And they shall take away some of your sons. So it means his alternative was going to cause problem for his generations. So you were supposed to leave the sin. You advised God. God listened to you, gave you your alternative, gave you 15 more years. Now you cause your generation a lot of pain. So sometimes it is best not to advise God so that you don't land into troubles in the future.